The Cost of Love, Part 2. Time, as it was not the constrictor of their beings, only the marked celebration of their togetherness. And now it called love into a deeper union. Pulling herself close to man, love pressed her lips against his and breathed life and longing into his body. Her breath became his, and his chest began to pulse. She looked on him in profound happiness. Love saw that this was good. Their son, their affections made flesh, lay breathing before them. "I am happy," she sang in worship. "I am very happy." Then, entirely focused on his son, love called out, "Wake up, it's time." "Existence beckons," she continued playfully, "and we've only an eternity to accomplish such a task." Man sat up slowly, drinking in what he could of his surroundings. "Welcome home, son. We've missed you," his father smiled. Man smiled, their happiness and apparent force between them like the air man now breathed. "Come, let's talk," his father said, motioning Man to join them for a walk. Together they walked for hours, days, decades, time having no significant say over them except to congratulate their timeless unity. It was Father and his Son and their Holy Spirit, one and together as was always planned and as was always expected. No separation had any voice. They were only subject to the many joys and ecstasies of being loved, and of loving without reservation and without condition. They were completely naked, and living in a culture of shameless intimacy, nothing hidden, as no one wanted to hide. "I like you," they said, all at one time, without plan or purpose to it. They laughed. They became lost in their laughter, this one present moment more important than any moment before it, and any moment after it, as was each other present moment together. The laughing had forced Man to shut his eyes in delight, and when he was able to gain control of his being once more, his eyes opened. "My love?" he prayed, looking around. "Papa?" Man pulled himself to his feet and sought out his parents. He couldn't see them. What he could see, though, was shocking and beautiful and largely wonderful. "Son, this is my nature." Man felt his father, and Man knew him to be there, but his eyes could not find him. "This is who I am." A breath of wind came upon him and overcame his senses. Man felt her, but his eyes could not find her. "We are in the very air you breathe, that active inhale of our beings into your being, and as such we will always be with you, whether you are able to see us or not." All became quiet. Then with conviction Man had not known, she whispered, "Always, son." He was still. Man found himself caught up in a simple state of awe, new visions appearing before his eyes, his being pleased by their loveliness. He now realized that while he had so deeply enjoyed seeing his father and being with his mother tangibly, he had overlooked where he was. He had been so consumed in them that he had neglected to take his eyes from them. There were so many living things around him. There was so much to take in. "Let's play a game." Love's voice resonated with excitement. "What would you have me call?" She paused for a moment, as if searching the cosmos for significance. "What would you have me call that?" He was quiet as he thought up names appropriate for such a creature. He knew the one she asked about. It was a small, tender-looking thing, often set to fits of frolicking, as if its only outlet for joy was to shake its body wildly. It had 4 thin black legs and an unkempt coat of wool, she called it. Man loved its being, totally captured by its grace and willingness to enjoy itself unreservedly. The creature rolled and became hidden behind a tall patch of the earth's green hair. 3, 2, 1. The creature emerged, only now its being was very different. It was bigger and much heavier than before, its body now covered in light brown fur, its feet now thick and padded. The creation, flicked a long tail and shook its head, its face now surrounded by a mane of tangled hair.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I have to get my...
Go for it. Haha. You're beautiful.
Are you FaceTiming with someone?
No, I'm reading the book.
Oh.
Haha. This being walked slowly, as if burdened by its size. It stopped and looked toward Man. Roar. A fierce sound came from its mouth, and the earth was shaken. Overcome with enthusiasm and a little bit lost in the profundity of what he had seen, Man made his voice to mimic the noise. Roar! Love saw that this was good.